Hey, what's going on today? It's Daniel with Cuervo ATV. Today I'm going to tell you what not to do. And what I mean by that is don't go doing this unless you have absolutely all the information. It is if it's recommended by your builder, and in some cases even the builders aren't competent to make this call. So with that out of the way, here we go. We are talking about rev extend, increasing RPM. So DynoJet has a feature that you can increase the RPM limit of your engine. In doing so, you're going to put more stress on components. All the components do have to work together in that RPM range to not only live at that RPM range, but also make power in that RPM range. So if you increase RPM range on a stock bike or a bike with a stock head and a hot cam, well, you're not going to get any benefit out of it. You're just going to cause problems. So with that out of the way, we are going to look at, this is the C3 software, and we will look at the, well, on this unit is a pc5. On the Power Commander 5 software, it'll be similar. You will go to Configure. You will go to Configure, and you'll go to Rev Extend. If click on Rev Extend, you will see enabled. Normally this will be disabled. So over here on the side, you'll have this drop down. Normally it'll be disabled. You'll click it over to enable, and that will jump your RPM limit from, this is an older 06 through 14. So it had a 89 9000 limit, and it is going up to this 9300 RPM limit. On the 15 and above controllers, they're at 91 stock, and this goes up to 9700. So that one gets pretty sketchy. Once you do that, you click your send map, and that is done. That's your new RPM limit. Now, if you need to do something where you are going to where you're wanting a bit different RPM range, you can, here where it says rev extend key, you can email or call DynoJet and have them, you have to fill out a form saying what engine components you have, basically kind of a liability waiver, and look at what RPM range that you want to go to, and you can enter that there. So that is going to change your max potential RPM. What you have to do though in your fuel mapping is you have to make sure that your fuel mapping has the capability in this graph to change and handle that RPM range. So you'd want to go down here and increase this to go all the way to 9500. Normally we can just keep the same numbers. Like that's how we would do that, and then click send map. Let's see there, you would do that. So in doing that, sends the map. There is options to configure to show more RPM on the screen. We're not going to talk about that today. Actually, I might as well talk about that as well. That would be here in advanced emote map, over here in advanced, and you see the max RPM limit right there. If I change this number to 10,000, it would give me up to 10,000 RPM range adjustability there. That's how you would change that field. On this button here, map RPM, or RPM resolution, that's going to change between 250 increments and 500 increments. So that is what is going on there. don't increase your RPM unless the build is specifically to handle that. Our +2 heads and our +1 heads will handle the 9,700 RPM of the 2015 and above. It will handle that RPM. On both of our head packages, it is rare for anybody else on the market to do that. But it also comes back to cam profile. If your cam profile does not, how do I say it? A stock camshaft is going to be done making power about 7,000 RPM. If you push it all the way to 9,000 RPM and push it there hard, it basically gets out of its operation range, and sometimes it'll start to misfire. So certain cam profiles, like our 50/50 cam, it doesn't like to be above 9,300. It gets in a weird range. The Web 3 is a cam that doesn't like to be over 8,000 RPM. It gets really weird and starts to have some issues up there. Web 4 is fine in RPM. Our 5250 will handle in the 10,000, 10.2 range without being upset. Obviously, there's a lot that goes into that, but just because the motor will turn it, it could start to fight itself at RPM, even if the valve train can handle it. So that is all we are talking about today, and we will talk to you on the next one.